There are a lot of videos online about how to seem more attractive. Many provide helpful advice, but many more are intended to persuade you to purchase items that you most likely don't need. This list of tips for improving your attractiveness serves as a modest response and a feeble attempt to broaden our perspectives on what constitutes attractiveness. I have learned a few things about how to interact with the world and how to work with it, even though I'm no Oprah or Dale Carnegie, as opposed to against it. Here are some strategies for attracting people, whether you want to find a new romantic interest, a group of friends, or perhaps your next employer. Become educated. Even when school is over, education should continue. Like eating and flossing, learning ought to be a lifelong activity. The obvious place to start is a book. If you don't have much time to read, watching documentaries is another excellent approach to expose yourself to different points of view. Take a free online course from Harvard University or Khan Academy to boost the ante. Keep in mind that gorgeous individuals are intellectual people. Exercise. Please take note that I'm not pushing anyone to be skinnier or to bulk up before you bash me with vehement emails. Your body is lovely just the way it is. But it's even more lovely when it's soaking up the endorphins that exercise releases. Find something you want to do and do it often. Most sources recommend 3 times per week as a minimum. Make sure your workout of choice raises your heart rate because that's when those delicious endorphins happen. This might be done by taking a yoga flow class, swimming at your neighborhood YMCA, or simply strolling while listening to your favorite music. You become more luminous as you exercise. Stop using the word hate in your sentences. We all have our preferences, but the word hate is so offensive that it makes you look small-minded. When meeting potential employers or going on a first date, look for conversation starters that will allow you to discuss your sources of inspiration. What is the most recent album you heard? Who delivered a noteworthy keynote address? Which eatery has most impressed you? Try a subdued approach if you need to convey disapproval in a given situation. I'm not a great lover of eggplant, or, call me crazy, but I'm not particularly into Taylor Swift's music. Don't be a hater, no matter what. Genuinely care about other people and look for good commonalities. When someone I meet at a party asks pertinent questions about my job or my interests, I'm always flattered. The truth is that every person in this world has something to teach me since they are endowed with knowledge that I do not. When viewed in this light, a social gathering offers a veritable learning treasure. Finding similar ground with someone is key if you want to develop a relationship with them beyond just socializing. Building a genuine relationship requires a solid foundation of well-shared interests. Don't be too serious with yourself. You are much less significant than you would think, and that is a harsh fact. It's likely that, after a few generations of your passing, even the idea of you will be gone. No existential crisis is what I'm attempting to trigger. Instead, I'm urging you to gain some perspective and take a significant step back from your role as the ideal student, employee, son, sister, or exhale and continue after allowing yourself to be the messy, flawed human being that you are. We prefer to be among those who have a sense of humor. Be real. Many people use false personas to conceal their genuine selves. By doing this, you not only obstruct your true self but also forge phony connections. There is no justification for trying to hide or downplay your flaws. Accept your flaws. Nobody expects you to be flawless, except, perhaps you. Being honest to oneself makes a person more appealing by nature. Never feel bad about not measuring up. Being authentic entails accepting and enjoying who you are. You can't truly start loving others unless you first start loving yourself. Self-respect is the best aphrodisiac there is, bar none, and as it grows, so does your attractiveness. Talk intentionally. Something is alluring about people who use their words to serve an objective. Don't talk in simple terms just to fill time. Speak with confidence when you speak. Better to keep your lips shut and be viewed as an idiot than to open it and dispel all doubt, the proverb goes. Listen. Genuine listening has become a lost art in a culture that has become more opinionated. Talk honestly when you do, and listen honestly when you do. Put judgment aside and be willing to listen with your heart and head. The ability to truly listen makes one attractive. Laugh. When you laugh, your inner beauty shines through. Even if it's possible to go overboard, laughter is almost always seen favorably. A sense of humor is also attractive. Nobody enjoys being around grouchy people. Smile. Smiling and laughing together is one of the simplest methods to appear appealing. You make connections with everyone around you when you smile. Did you know that people who grin the most are the most successful? It is real. A smile is also contagious. Others will be encouraged to smile by your smile. Walk with your head up. You walk how? Do you stoop when you walk? Your public perception of you will improve dramatically with a simple change in your walking style. It takes a lot to be confident. When you look up and take in the beauty of the planet, you will start to reflect on it to others. Eye contact. Looking somebody in the eye demonstrates a certain level of confidence. Additionally, it enables closer relationships with people. Practice looking people in the eye when you are in their presence. Recognize them. Showing them your gaze demonstrates your concern. Avoid complaining. If you're like the majority of people, you moan a lot in your thoughts and conversations. A rocking chair is like whining. At first, it seems cozy and you feel like you're making progress, but ultimately, nothing changes. Make every effort to avoid complaining. Additionally, it is a universal truth that those who complain tend to draw more problems to complain about. Instead, try viewing every moment as a blessing and embracing it. If you decide to whine instead, don't anticipate glowing. Feel beautiful. If you don't think you're attractive, how can you expect to be? We are all surrounded by stunning natural beauty. You exude attractiveness when you feel attractive. There is a thin line between confidence and cockiness, though. Never do the latter. People will agree with you if you genuinely think they find you attractive, which they will naturally do. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.